Everybody, Sir Charles Carey. Today we're getting ready for another desktop discussion. So bear with me a moment as we begin to position ourselves to impart on you what I think is some really important information because a lot of times if you don't really think about it, obviously it flies over your head, but if you don't really take time to think about things, very important techniques, very important strategies can evade you. So I want to encourage you to, take heed, take information. And as I normally say, if you got a pen and a paper, grab one because it may be important to you. Something may resonate with you. And when it does, you want to be right there to grab the information first and foremost. So let's get it started. Let's just talk about it. Let's see. Desktop discussions. That's what it's all about. We have different ideas and different thoughts and theories and practices, actually, and we want you to be a part of, what we're doing and what we're talking about because, once again, it may resonate with you. So if something resonates with you, write it down, ask questions, comment. I want to encourage you to be a part of the solution and the resolution in some cases. With that being said, we're going to just jump right in, and let me hopefully grab the right clip. So here we are. Now, you ever think about the simple fact that the way you are, how you are, and the way that you do things obviously makes a difference with how things get done. So, more specifically, your personality type, it correlates or connects with your personality style. Like people that are what they call short tempered or have a short fuse, a lot of times those people are identified as sharks. And as you know, there are various personality types. If you know anything things about the Briggs Meyer assessment or the DISC traits, then you know that we all have different personalities, and those different personalities sometimes shows up differently depending on what's going on. So when I say getting it done, well, if you're a person that really is about socializing and having fun, the way you want to get it done normally will lean in that direction. And if you're a person that goes by the numbers, normally you want to make sure that everything is in line, everything is by the book, it's not breaking any rules, and then you're ready to move forward. Well, that's what I'm talking about when it says the personality types or the personality style. Your style determines how you get it done. And there is an ultimate point to today's topic. Personality is a big part of it, but also how urgent is how would I say it? How urgent is it for you to get it done? Is it something like the lights are going to be cut off? Is it something like it's an opportunity of a lifetime? And if you don't reply or respond in a certain period of time, you're going to just lose out. Is that what you're up against? Because the level of urgency really does determine if you're going to get it done and how you're going to get it done. And that also correlates to what's pending, what's at stake, who's going to be impacted. So you have to look at things holistically, you have to look at things realistically, you have to look at things actually from a financial perspective also. And the timing, all of these things sort of like correlates like a whirlwind of things interacting, and they're interwoven with one another. And you've got to know exactly how to get it done. But how it gets done, it depends on you. Are you just doing this off the cuff? Are you prepared for it? Has someone asked you to do it? And those are the things that make a big difference with getting it done. And some of you still may say, well, yeah, well, that's normal. That's no big deal. But here is the big deal. Out of everything I said so far, your personality type or style, the level of urgency, who's impacted, those are three very important aspects of getting it done. But one of the really major important aspects of getting anything done is timing. Because if you're a person that will get it done at all risking everything at all cost, who gets impacted then? If you're a person that wants to go out and say, no matter what happens, I'm going to win, I'm going to finish it, I'm going to finalize it, how does that show up? Does it show up neat? Does it show up clean? Does it show up professional? Does it show up like an expert would present that particular thing or get that thing done? You see, these things matter because people that need what you have to offer or need the service to help them, if it shows up on their doorstep or in their inbox in a manner that's sloppy, not good, not good enough, they may not be interested. So that's why I talked about the personality styles and the personality types, because sometimes it's not the fact that you can do a thing, but it's about how you do a thing. And you got to realize um, there's something for everybody. There's a style that complements and accommodates everyone. Everyone doesn't flock to the same energy level. Just like a person that's really low key, they have very low vibrations, they're not very inspired, they don't sound inspiring, they will turn off a lot of people. And of course, on the opposite end of the spectrum, people with high energy and all this razzmatazz, they capture the attention of all those in the audience or all of those that are on the platform. Doesn't mean that they're better. They just have a different style because of their different personality. So again, how does timing work with all of that? Here's the truth. Sometimes we're rushing and so determined to get a thing done that we're really putting ourselves in jeopardy. We don't always know. It's not intentional, not necessarily. But if you're trying to get from point A to point B and you miss your flight, well, you're thinking, dag, I missed my flight. Did you ever think that maybe missing your flight could be a good thing because on the other end, the people are not prepared or something has gone drastically wrong? The stadium or the arena that you're going to has a major electrical issue or a plumbing issue, or even the plane itself may be delayed, because of whatever. Sometimes we're so busy getting it done, we don't realize how to get it done and how to get it done in a fashion that's the best way, not just for us, but the best way overall. Now, I know if you're hired to do something, you may feel like, well, no, I've got to get this done. The event starts at such and such time. I get it. I understand. I can tell you of several occasions and occurrences that I've been a part of when things didn't work out timing wise, and I really wanted to be on point. But when it was all said and done, it really worked in my best favor because there was no rushing. There was no rushing. There were accommodations provided for me. I did not miss my deadline. The timing was really perfect. I had a chance to digress from hyper energy. And when it was all said and done again, I realized that it worked the way it was supposed to work. Even though, yes, there was a time, even though I may have missed my flight, even though I was rushing to get out the house, even though there were times where I missed the cab, even though there were times where I missed the bus or the train, the point is getting it done consists of so many different moving parts sometimes. And sometimes we're so busy and so determined and so focused on getting it done that we don't realize that things are going to get done when they are supposed to get done. I'm Sir Charles Carey, and if you ever wanted to learn a little bit more about me, I would definitely encourage you to check out my website, sircharlescareyinc.com. I would encourage you to go to our website where you can get other resources and see the types of resources that not only I provide, but many of my colleagues provide. And we know that these products and services will be very beneficial to you. And that's at wordsmithspeakersalliance.com. And as always, I always thank you for your time and your energy. And I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share all of our broadcasts because there may be someone, if not you, there may be someone that needs this information for themselves. Radiate the brain and change the game. Until next time, folks. Hey, folks, search.